You know that feeling when your partner asks you something and every cell in your body starts screaming? Like they're smiling at you, but your stomach drops and your brain's going, nope, nope, nope. That's not insecurity talking. That's your survival instincts kicking in because you're staring at a master manipulator who's about to gaslight you into next week. Your lying partner doesn't just lie with their actions, they lie with questions. Innocent little questions that are actually psychological traps designed to mess with your head until you don't know up from down. Today, we're exposing the 5 dirtiest, most manipulative questions lying partners use to keep you confused and controlled. By the time we're done here, you'll hear one of these questions and think, oh, hell no, not today, Satan. Question number 1 is a classic manipulative masterpiece. Why don't you trust me? Oh, I don't know, maybe because you've been acting shadier than a palm tree at noon? This question is pure psychological warfare disguised as hurt feelings. You caught them doing something sketchy. Maybe they're suddenly protective of their phone. Maybe they're working late with their just-a-friend coworker. Instead of explaining themselves, they flip the script faster than a pancake on Sunday morning. This question is designed to make you the bad guy for having eyes and a functioning brain. It's emotional blackmail wrapped in fake vulnerability. They're not asking because they care about trust. They're asking because they want you to shut up and stop asking questions. Here's the brutal truth. People who are trustworthy don't ask if you trust them. They show you through consistent actions and transparency. When someone has to ask if you trust them while actively being untrustworthy, congratulations, you just got your answer. Question number 2 will make your blood boil. Are you checking up on me? Yeah, I'm checking up on you because you've been lying like a rug at a home decorator convention. This question is designed to make you feel guilty for having boundaries and standards. You ask where they were, who they were with, or why they didn't answer your call, and they hit you with, are you checking up on me? Like you just violated their human rights. This is manipulation 101. They're trying to shame you for expecting basic relationship communication. A loyal partner doesn't get offended by reasonable questions. But liars, they hate accountability more than vampires hate sunlight. They're trying to train you to stop asking questions so you give them complete freedom to do whatever they want. Don't fall for it. Question number 3 is so manipulative, it should be illegal. What do you want me to say? Nothing says, I'm guilty as hell, like pretending you're too confused to give a straight answer. You confront them about something specific. Maybe you found messages. Maybe their story doesn't add up, and instead of explaining, defending, or denying, they hit you with this weak sauce response. What do you want me to say? This is psychological manipulation at its finest. They're not confused. They're buying time while they figure out which lie to tell next. They want you to give them a script so they can tell you exactly what you want to hear, not the truth. Here's the thing. If someone genuinely didn't do anything wrong, they wouldn't need coaching on what to say. The truth doesn't need a rehearsal. But lies need workshopping, editing, and audience feedback. Question number 4 is the emotional nuclear bomb. Lying partners drop when they realize their game is up. Are you really going to ruin what we have over this? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you already ruined what we had when you decided to be a lying, cheating piece of work. This question is designed to make you feel like the villain for having the audacity to care about honesty in your relationship. They frame it like you're being unreasonable, like you're throwing away something beautiful over nothing. But let me tell you something. If the price of keeping someone is betraying yourself, tolerating lies, and accepting disrespect, then it's too damn expensive. You're not ruining anything. You're protecting yourself from someone who already ruined it. Question number 5 is the crown jewel of manipulation. Why are you being so crazy? Oh, I'm being crazy for expecting honesty? This question is gaslighting in its purest form. When they call you crazy, they're not describing your behavior. They're trying to rewrite reality. They want you to question your own perceptions, your own memory, your own sanity. This is psychological abuse disguised as relationship conflict. But you know what's actually crazy? Staying with someone who lies to your face and then calls you crazy for not believing them. That's crazy. Your reaction to being lied to isn't crazy. It's called having self-respect. These questions aren't random. They're part of a systematic campaign to break down your confidence, your intuition, and your ability to think clearly. Every time you defend yourself instead of demanding answers, you're teaching them that this tactic works. Here's the pattern you need to recognize. Honest people answer questions directly. Liars ask questions to avoid answering questions. When someone consistently responds to your concerns with more questions, that's not communication, that's deflection. So how do you handle these manipulative questions? Simple. You don't answer them, you redirect. When they ask, why don't you trust me? You say, I asked you a question first. Answer it. When they ask, what do you want me to say? You say, I want you to say the truth. Don't let them flip the script. Don't let them make you the problem. You're not crazy for expecting honesty. You're not controlling for wanting transparency. You're not dramatic for having standards. Here's the hard truth. If your partner consistently uses these questions instead of giving you straight answers, you're not in a relationship with an honest person who occasionally lies. You're in a relationship with a liar who occasionally tells the truth. The people who love you don't try to confuse you. They don't try to make you question your reality. They answer your questions honestly, even when the truth is uncomfortable. So the next time someone tries to manipulate you with, "Why don't you trust me?" you look them dead in the eyes and say, "Because you keep giving me reasons not to." And then you walk away from anyone who thinks your standards are negotiable. This channel is for people who refuse to be played, manipulated, or gaslit by anyone, especially people who claim to love them. If that sounds like you, smash that subscribe button and let's build a community of people who see through the psychological games. Drop a comment and tell me which of these questions hit closest to home. Your stories help other people realize they're not alone, and they're definitely not crazy. Remember, your intuition isn't paranoia. Your standards aren't too high. And your refusal to accept lies isn't being difficult. It's called having self-respect, and it's not negotiable.